Class 8th, Chapter 9, Sexual Reproduction. In humans, sexual reproduction take place, and in this method of reproduction, both the parents, male and female, are involved. Both the parents have different reproductive system. And first we describe male reproductive system. It consists of a pair of testes, vas deferens or sperm duct, urethra, and penis. Testes produce sperms, which is the male gamete. Sperms are produced in millions. Testes also produce an hormone, that is testosterone, that control the secondary sexual characters in males. Children, you are seeing the male reproductive system diagram. This diagram shows testes. These are 2 in number and somewhat oval in shape. These lie within the scrotum, means outside the abdominal cavity. The testes function is to produce sperm, that is the male gamete, as well as to produce hormone testosterone. The next important part is sperm duct. It is also called vas deferens. It arises from the testes and it joins the urethra. This carries sperm to the urethra by the muscular action of its wall. Next important part is urethra. Vas deferens or sperm duct, carrying the sperms, receiving the fluid secreted by seminal vesicle, which are the important glands. And this fluid provides nourishment to the sperm. The mixture of sperms and the fluid, so this is called semen. This duct opens into the urethra. Now the next important organ is penis. Urethra leads to a muscular organ which is called penis. It has erectile tissues and blood spaces which cause the stiffness of the penis. It is used to pass urine as well as to deliver the male reproductive cells called sperm into the vagina of the female body. The male gamete cell produced by testes is called sperm. The sperm was first observed in 1677 by Antony von Leeuwenhoek by using a microscope. The sperms, these are produced by testes. Those sperms, they are very small in size. Each sperm has head, a middle piece, and a tail. Each sperm, this is a single cell with all usual cell components. All cell components like ribosomes, mitochondria, Golgi complex, nucleus, all are present in it. Female reproductive organs. Female reproductive organs are ovaries, oviduct, which is also called fallopian tube, and the uterus. The ovary produces female gamete, which is called egg or ova. A single matured egg is released into oviduct by one of the ovaries every month. Uterus is the place or organ in the female body where the development of the baby takes place. Like sperm, an egg is also a single cell. In the figure, female reproductive system diagram, so this is represented. Now, reproductive organs of the human female. So these consist of ovaries. There are 2 ovaries which are situated in the abdominal cavity, and these produce one mature ovum each after every 4 weeks. oviduct. These are also called fallopian tube. It is a thin and coiled muscular tube which joins the uterus and the ovary. It passes the ova into the uterus by its ciliary action. The next part is uterus. It is a broader muscular chamber which receives the ovum and contains the developing fetus. Next part is vagina. The uterus opens into a wide muscular tube which is called vagina. Sexual maturity in human female is attained around the age of 11 to 12 years, and human female start producing egg at this age. An ovum meaning egg or egg cell. This is a haploid female reproductive cell or gamete. Both animals and embryophytes have ova. The term ovule is used for the young ovum of an animal, as well as the plant structures that carries the female gametophytes and egg cell and develops into a seed after fertilization. Now, stages of sexual reproduction. Stage 1, fertilization. The fusion of the genetic material contained in the gametes to form a zygote is known as fertilization. Zygote, this is the fertilized egg or ovum. It is a single cell, and thus we begin our life as a single cell. Types of fertilization. This is of two types: internal fertilization and external fertilization. Internal fertilization. Fertilization which takes place inside the body of the female. For example, humans, dogs, cows, birds, etc. They have internal fertilization. External fertilization means fertilization which takes place outside the body of the female. For example, fish, frog, etc. Development of zygote. Zygote divides repeatedly to give rise to a ball of cells. As it passes from the fallopian tube into the uterus, then it divides further and develops into an embryo. When the embryo gets embedded in the walls of the uterus, then this process is known as implantation, and the female is then said to be pregnant or to have conceived. The embryo gradually develops body parts, and then it is called fetus. When the development of the fetus is complete, the mother gives birth to a baby. This is the process of development of zygote. Children, this diagram represents how zygote is formed. First, the ovum fertilizes with the sperm, and then the genetic material of both sperms and ovum get fused, and as a result zygote is formed. Children, this figure represents the fetus in the uterus, the stage embryo in which all body parts can be seen. So this is called fetus. Birth of young ones. Animals which give birth to young ones directly, so they are called viviparous animals. The embryo obtain nourishment from the mothers. Animals which lay eggs are called oviparous animals. The embryo obtain nourishment from the yolk and albumin present in the egg itself. The time between fertilization and birth of young one is called gestation period. Now, young one to adults. The natural processes by which an animal after birth or hatching undergoes abrupt changes in its body structure until it reaches an adult stage. So these are called metamorphosis.